New on Daybreak, we are looking into what is next in the case of Vance Boelter, as he is scheduled to appear in federal court again this Friday. Federal and state prosecutors have filed very similar charges in federal and state courts. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty says she wants the state case to go first, but so far the hearings have been in or scheduled for federal court. Federal prosecutors say it is possible that Boelter, who has not yet entered a plea, could face the death penalty. That decision will be made in Washington by U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. In the only court appearance so far, Boelter was given a taxpayer-paid public defender, the judge saying an evaluation of Boelter's finances will be needed. But the judge said the charges against Boelter are so serious that he probably will permanently end up with a public defender. A Minnesota labor union manager is charged for allegedly making violent threats toward the state capitol. 41-year-old Jonathan Bone of Woodbury is accused of sending threatening text messages on Wednesday night to a Waconia resident, saying he planned to bring a gun to the capitol and harm others. According to the Carver County criminal complaint, officers found an unloaded firearm locked in Bone's garage. Bone is the director of public affairs for the Interfaculty Organization. That's a union representing faculty at Minnesota State universities. He's now been placed on administrative leave. The union condemned all forms of political violence in a statement. A judge set Bone's bail at $100,000 cash or $1 million non-cash with multiple conditions. New on Daybreak, today a high school custodian is set to learn his fate for possession of child porn. Jeremy Alvarez is charged with 5 felony counts of possessing child pornography. According to the criminal complaint, many of the videos and images contain a prepubescent female. Back in October, Alvarez allegedly told Steele County Sheriff's Office investigators that his phone would be the best place to look for evidence of child pornography. He provided the passcode for his phone. Investigators say he told them that he'd gotten into meth and coke and that he got hooked on child pornography during that time. Alvarez's sentencing is set for 2:30 this afternoon in Steele County District Court. The Diocese of Winona-Rochester is facing 3 lawsuits related to insurance claims. Legal claims have now been filed against the diocese and 3 of its entities in Olmsted and Winona County District Courts. These claims are related to insurance issues addressed during the diocese's bankruptcy proceedings. In 2021, the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the District of Minnesota confirmed a plan of reorganization for the diocese. It established a trust to compensate survivors of sexual abuse within the group. The diocese expressed hope for a just resolution for all involved and reaffirmed its commitment to healing and justice for survivors. Happening today, the Albert Lea City Council is set to vote on whether to extend a permit for temporary worker housing inside an industrial building on Sykes Street. Habban Properties first received the permit in 2023 to house new Select Foods employees. City planners are recommending a 2-year extension, saying the dorms help address a workforce housing shortage and have not caused issues for neighbors. The public meeting starts at 7 o'clock tonight at City Hall. It will also be streamed online. Drivers near West Concord should prepare for detours starting today as major repairs close a section of Highway 56. The closure runs from Dodge County Road 34 to Highway 14, but local access remains open. Southbound drivers will detour via County Roads 24, 7, and 20. Northbound traffic follows the same route backward. Work should finish by mid-July, depending on the weather. Afterward, you can expect lane closures on westbound Highway 14 east of Dodge Center. Also happening today, you are invited to celebrate the opening of a brand new Olmsted Medical Center clinic in Owatonna. There will be an open house tonight from 3 to 6 p.m. at the new facility. It is located on North Oak Avenue. It'll begin serving patients tomorrow. OMC says the new clinic will provide family medicine, acute care, select specialty services, and outpatient surgical procedures all under one roof. It'll be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. A Rochester woman is celebrating her 110th birthday. Maxine Schultz has lived through a lot in her 110 years. Growing up on a Minnesota farm during tough times like the Dust Bowl and droughts, work was just part of everyday life. Later, she became the school cook and even got kids to try and love sauerkraut. This weekend, friends and family gathered at Samaritan Bethany in Rochester to celebrate her incredible life filled with hard work, love, and simple joys.
To keep busy, doing something all the time. Don't sit around and feel sorry for yourself.
Maxine says she may not remember everyone's names that she met at her party, but she'll always appreciate the visits and the chance to keep doing what she loves.
sit by myself, talking to the moon.
It's a beautiful voice that just gives you chills. This young star, Evan Riley, will be sharing her voice on stage with the Albert Lee community this Thursday. Originally from Alabama, Evan has built a loyal following on TikTok through her heartfelt songs and genuine connection with fans. She and her mom share their story on TikTok with over 550,000 followers and millions of likes. Now she's performing live at this week's Thursdays on Fountain. It's a free outdoor concert series at the Fountain Lake Gazebo. It all starts Thursday at 5:30 p.m. 2 people are now safe after they were rescued when a boat overturned on the Iowa River near Chelsea in Tama County. It happened around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. The Tama County Sheriff's Office says both suffered minor injuries. Multiple agencies and some bystanders helped in the quick rescue. Authorities say the swift response likely prevented a tragedy. Helping new moms succeed with breastfeeding, Nicole Lowe at Mercy One North Iowa was recently honored as an Iowa Lactation Star. In just 2 years, she has become a go-to for families, offering support right after birth, training healthcare staff, and teaming up with WIC to make breastfeeding resources easier to get. She also runs local support groups and works with a regional coalition to boost services across 15 counties. Mercy One says this award recognizes the real difference she's making for moms and babies in North Iowa. Mercy One is also hosting hiring events aimed at filling clinical roles in North Iowa. Licensed healthcare professionals like nurses, therapists, and technicians can attend on this Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m. June 25th for on-the-spot interviews. They are recruiting for full-time, part-time, and PRN positions to support their clinical care teams. Clear Lake is embracing its agricultural roots with a one-day agritourism event on August 8th. As part of the evolution of the Heartland, the tour highlights the connection between agriculture, entrepreneurship, and local heritage. Visitors will explore sites like the Surf Ballroom and Buddy Holly Crash Site, hear from farmers, and visit Mossy Cup Farms, Central Gardens of North Iowa, and Lake Time Brewery. Tourism Director Libby Hone says the event shows how agriculture shapes this popular resort town's future. Tickets are now available. More info is available on KIMT.com under this story. We're coming off a scorcher of a weekend, and now we're eyeing up daily storm chances. KIMT Storm Track 3 meteorologist Joshua Franzen has a first look at your forecast. Obviously, we're in break right now. Yep. As good as I can. Yeah, I mean. Oh, yeah, I mean, it did. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Yep. So we have a minute 36 before we go to weather. Okay, I'm going to have to trim down a couple of these top stories. And remember, Mike, this is where we were gonna try to toss over. We were gonna have me talk and then go to the stinger and then go to the package. I'm gonna toss and then roll the stinger and then go to the package. Remember, we were gonna try to do that over the storm track stinger. Yeah, we have a weather. No, no. Are we not? Are we able to take the? Okay, so we're not going to take the stinger then. We would not have a stinger then, right? I have one in there right now. Remember we did that? We put that in Friday, and I was just going to toss to it and then roll the stinger. Okay. Okay, it does. Okay. Okay, all I need to worry about is just how to get into that minute 36, right? Or, oh, no, I need to. Okay, got it. So I can only really have like, for top stories? Okay. Wow, this is exactly 121 right now. Okay. Okay, I can shorten. Good morning. It is 6:54. Here is what's happening. Today, President Donald Trump is expected to meet with his national security team 2 days after the U.S. military launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites. The Pentagon says more than 125 aircraft, including B-2 bombers, were used in the mission and that its goals were accomplished. A fundraiser for Senator John Hoffman's wife, Yvette, who was shot last weekend, has raised over $210,000 and counting. Yvette works at Fernbrook Elementary, where she's known for her kindness with kindergartners. A fundraiser launched by the school's PTO had a $5,000 goal. The suspected shooter, 57-year-old Vance Boelter, is in custody. He faces multiple state and federal charges, including murder and attempted murder. Vance Boelter is scheduled to appear in federal court again this Friday. Federal and state prosecutors have filed very similar charges. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty says she wants the state case to go first, but so far the hearings have been in or scheduled for federal court. Federal prosecutors say it is possible that Boelter, who's not entered a plea yet, could face the death penalty. That decision will be made in Washington by U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi. All right, now here is Storm Track 3 meteorologist Joshua Franzen. He has a last look at your forecast. Thank you, Joshua, and thank you for making us your choice for news this morning. Be sure to join us for KIMT News 3's Midday. Have a great start to the work week.